What's up, good people? So today we are going to talk about a couple different ways that you can set your run goals for 2021 since life is just so unpredictable. Hey, what's up guys? Welcome to Miles from India. If you're new to this channel, I am India, and if you're returning, what's up and welcome back. So listen, I recently posted a video about my 2021 run goals, and I got a lot of feedback of people just mentioning that they were uncertain on how to do their goals for 2021 because things are so unpredictable, not only with COVID and the pandemic, but just life in general. So on today's vlog, I just wanted to sit and chat with you guys on how 2021 goals can be made just with uncertain times, and not even just 2021, but just in general. So even for me, I struggle with setting my 2021 goals because honestly, I just don't want to have many disappointments for the year. So of course, if you set goals like what races you want to run and maybe even PRs, goals that you set that could be disappointing, and we just don't know what 2021 looks like. Although there are definitely some races that are still on the books and racing is happening, there are some races that are just not happening, and we also know that during the pandemic or hard times, when it comes to just us as individuals, sometimes stuff just isn't panning out. We know that things aren't going the way that we like, and sometimes it takes a mental and physical toll on our body, and we just can't execute some of the goals that we want. So some of the questions that you may be asking yourself is, will I race again? Will I be able to go from a walker to a runner? Because I'm so stressed out with how my life is right now and how bills are gonna be paid and all of those things. Or even, will I be able to even see my friends and stay healthy for the year? So those things are completely understandable, and we just want to be able to set some kind of goals because that's what helps us to really push and helps us to kind of look forward to things. As I think about goals, something that really sticks out in my mind is that goals are yours. You set the parameters. That means that you can restart them and start them whenever you want. So if you don't have your goals all set and ready for January 1st, that's totally fine. If you have to wait until February or whatever it is, that's totally fine as well. Or if you set a goal for January 1st and you realize that on February 1st, you just are not going to be able to make that goal and you reset, that's totally okay. These are your goals, your parameters. There's no need to compare them to someone else or even people on social media, because I know that that's like the biggest thing that people are doing, or we all are doing, because I do the same thing. But don't forget that they're yours. It doesn't matter. This is your life, your parameters. You set your goals. So a lot of times when it comes to setting goals, for right now, it may look like I want to complete a 5K half marathon. I want to be able to run a mile or walk a mile, whatever that goal may be. Instead of saying I want to be able to run the Houston half marathon, or I want to be able to run New York City or even Berlin. Like, we want to understand that when it comes to these goals, because they're so unpredictable, we might have to shift our mindset around it. So one of my goals was to be more appreciative of virtual races. So if you know that you are really wanting to do a 5K or a half marathon or a mile, whatever that may be, you may want to transition your mind into thinking, you know what, virtually may be the way to go. Am I going to prepare myself to do this race or this run? And at the end of the day, if you're not able to actually get an actual race on the calendar, it ends up being virtual, accepting that may be what it is. So some of the biggest things is honestly setting goals that you can actually control. So at the end of the day, we can't control the weather. We can't control canceled races. We can't control how the pandemic is like overtaking our life, but we can control the things that we do within the process. So maybe you want to be able to control your nutrition. So you are able to control what you're ingesting. You are also able to control just your everyday lifestyle and you being able to get up and move. So something that I think about in regards to actually controlling things and doing things that you can actually control is, a good example is run streaking. I see so many people doing run streaks and I think it's amazing, and honestly, If people can actually do run streaks, it is a huge deal and it's awesome. However, it can be disappointing if you miss a day of a run streak and you're unable to do it, whether that be because life took over, whether that means because you may have become ill, whatever it is, making sure that you are actually being able to execute those goals. Now, what some people like to do is to shorten the run streaks. Now, I know some people have run streaks that are like 365 days, a couple years, however long I can do it. But even if you were to shrink your streaks to maybe 7 days, so that you know that you can have a victory at the end to say that I did those 7 days, and then taking the goals in smaller increments so that you know that you can achieve those in some way. So some people may do 7 weeks, some people may do 4 weeks, but having goals that are a little bit less time and you can take them in bite sizes are always awesome when it comes to goals and helps to minimize disappointment. All right, so the next thing is ensuring that you are setting realistic goals. Now, of course, I am all about if a goal doesn't scare you, then it may not be lofty enough. Like, I'm one of those people that we want to ensure that we're really stepping outside of our comfort zone and making amazing goals for ourselves, because we are our worst enemy and we hold ourselves back. But at the end of the day, you also want to be realistic about the process. So, for example, with me, I don't think Boston qualifying is currently in my future. Like, I can't say that I'm gonna run a race next year and Boston qualify, because Coco, y'all, she almost knocked over my whole setup. Anyway, you want to ensure that you can set goals that are obtainable. So if you know that you want to get to a point where you want to run 100 miles a week, but you know as of right now you're only running 30, we have to really think about what that looks like. Now, it's not saying that it can't be done at all, but you want to do it in a healthy way. So a lot of people increase their mileage like super quick. Usually there's like a 10% rule. So what that means is that you don't want to go more than 10% more week by week when it comes to running. So at the end of the day, if you know that today, and it's not even January 1st yet, you are running 30 miles a week, and then by the beginning of the year, you're wanting to run 100 miles a week, that may not be realistic and really healthy for your body, and it potentially could cause injury. So you want to ensure that you're being realistic about what your body really can do. Also, running is not linear. There's going to be ups and downs all day, every day. There's gonna be days that you just don't feel like it. There's gonna be times that you really want to smash your goal and your body may not be able to turn over or give you the outcome that your mind wants. But that does not mean that you're less of a runner or less of a person. That is totally fine. It happens whether you are an amateur runner, a casual runner, a run walker, just a walker, whatever it is, or an elite runner. Sometimes we just have our days, and that's okay. We just kind of dust ourselves off and get back to it. Be specific with your goals. So a lot of people say, I want to run further. What does that mean for you? Does that mean running to the mailbox? Does that mean running a mile, 5 miles, a half marathon? What does that look like? You want to ensure that you're keeping the goals specific as well as measurable. You want to ensure that you are making the goals a little smaller so that you can actually obtain them within a certain time frame. So you may not want to truly make a goal that may be for December 2021, but instead maybe you want to do January to February goals or February to March goals, whatever it may be, so that you can feel like you are actually obtaining it, and that is a victory for you to basically bite the goals in small little pieces. And the last thing is that you want to ensure that you're keeping your goals exciting. So I know for me, in 2020, I added more strength training and mixing it up. So Mondays was leg day. So for 2021, I may switch that up so that I know that my schedule is something that is different. Adding better nutrition, getting maybe some cookbooks or something in your future that comes to running. But actually mixing things up and not doing the same exact things helps the goal to be more exciting and more obtainable. When it comes to goals, I also like to have an A, B, and C goal. That helps me to know that maybe some goal may be able to take place. So it may be I want to be able to run a half marathon with the PR, which is one of my goals. But at the end of the day, if I can at least, my A goal may be the time goal. My B goal, maybe it may be that I have a second time goal that may not be a PR, but it's pretty darn close. And the third goal, maybe just to finish. So a lot of times when it comes to me me setting certain goals, I like to have A, B, and C goals within that same parameter so that I can ensure that less disappointment is set in, because you know what, I can say, well, at least I hit the nail on the head with one of the goals. All right, guys, so I hope that that was helpful for you, and just think about goals are your goals. We have to leave room to know that there may be some things that may happen in life that may not be the best. Thanks so much for watching my videos. I greatly appreciate it. I hope everyone has a great happy holiday and a happy new year. 2021 is almost here, and it's really, really exciting. But this video can be used for any of your goals at any times, and I hope that you all can set some good ones. Definitely leave me your goals below. And if you like content like this, definitely subscribe, share, give me a big old thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe and tell your friends, and I will see you all on the next video.